Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the New York Yankees. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Kansas City, the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Fouled off down the right side.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
To the right side. Throws to first, and the first out of the game is an easy one. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Just missed. One out, bases empty. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
2 outs, bases empty. Digging in, Salvador Perez. That's inside, and that's ball 1. Perez with a homer in his last game. And another ball.
2-0.
Just off the inside edge. And that's through there for a strike. Inside, and that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now it's going to be Vinny Pasquantino. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. Into center, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Michael Massey now at the plate. Just missed. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Perez, the lead runner out at second. Pasquantino on at first with 2 down. And that one hammered. That's back there. And out of here. His second of the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's nothing. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Hunter Renfroe stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, Volpe sends it to first, and Renfroe is retired. 3rd out, but the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Here's Cody Bellinger. Line drive, caught. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Swinging a high fly ball in the air left field. That one's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Judge rips that one into the bullpen and gone. That's his 5th homer in the series, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 3-2.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That's a laser base hit, and that extends the inning. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. And next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now all set for the start of the inning. Tim Hill on to pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Hill, in his 7th season, he features a sinker, a 4-seamer, and he works in a slider. The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground, out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Brady McConnell steps in for the Royals. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And it stays fair. Man at first. Joey Wiemer, the next to hit. And that one pulled foul. Man at first, 1 away. Wiemer went deep in his most recent game. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. McConnell around 3rd. The tag, and he's safe. And they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Now here is Michael Garcia, and a base hit right there. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at 1st and 3rd. Jonathan Indy at the plate. He's 0 for 1. That one the other way. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tagging from 3rd. Safe! And they add to their lead as the run scores from 3rd.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Runner on the go. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He will score, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And first offering is fouled off. Perez stands at second with 2 gone. And that is out of play. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Marsh back to work. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Isbell sizing this one up, makes the grab, 1 down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Ranging back, makes the catch up against the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swung on, belted. Isbell on the move. And that one hops the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot.
High fly ball out towards left field. That one back. And it backs off the foul pole, home run. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-4.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Fought off foul. High fly ball down the left field line. Back there. Out of here. They go back-to-back. His second home run of the game. It's 6-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Line drive, base hit. And that gives Jazz Chisholm Jr. a chance to hit with 2 out. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a foul ball. Stanton off of first with 2 away. That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And here's Alex Jackson. Base hit. 1 run is in. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. That one is gone. He sends a rocket to left. Their third home run of the inning. It's 9-6. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Man, he just barely got that one out of here. You've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner.
So 2 down, Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-6.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Isbell makes the grab. And the inning is over. Bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. There's a strike.
Well, these Royals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Bellinger makes the catch for the out. And there's one away. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that's down, a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And now it's Kyle Isbell. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
No, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
0-2.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Renfroe makes the turn at second. Coming home. He'll score in there safely.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
McConnell takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long. And so
runner on the move. Caught on and missed. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second. Ball one there.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That misses the zone, and the count's full. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Still only one out here. The inning. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Garcia in the box now, takes strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
India in the box again, takes a strike. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
1-1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
The 1-2. On the ground to third. Not in time. He's safe. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. First pitch just misses. And here comes the Yankees manager to the
Pitching for the Yankees, number 30.
and there's a ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And another ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position and a hitter's count.
And he takes one right on the black. 3-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw in.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And this is inside. That one down the line and foul ball.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And that's ripped for a base hit. 1 run's in. Heading for the plate.
Back-to-back base hits. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
On the ground to Jazz. And he'll pull into second safely.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
A little out front there as he swings through. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Bellinger hammers one deep to right. Hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. Out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And this game is tied. It's 12-12. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. A towering shot to center. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 13-12. He only needed one swing to square it up. One down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Now a screamer into the outfield. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. The throw into second. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now Alex Jackson. And that one in the air center field. Isbell sizes this one up, and there are two outs. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's already homered here in this one. That one hammered center field. That ball's carrying. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. But two round trippers in this. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the two games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Jackson hauls it in, and there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I get the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next up for the Royals, Joey Wiemer. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Ripped to short. Over to Goldie. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 4. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one is hammered right field. Renfroe moving back for it. And gone. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 14-12.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now, Jason Dominguez. Out towards right center. That's well struck. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. And now the center fielder, Cody. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. That's worth the price of admission. Home run number 30 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 16-12.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. And
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Now pitching for the Royals, number 46.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Well struck left field. And that's going to bang against the wall.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
That one ripped. And it's gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 18-12. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what,
swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 19-12. Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
This one ripped, but foul to the right.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
The 0-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Renfroe moving back for it. Way back there and gone. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they add a run. It's 20-12. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely.
And next for New York, Alex Jackson. In the air, left field. Weimer on his way over. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here is Goldschmidt. And a rope into center field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Raging back towards the wall. And that one is off the wall. Isbell fires it in. The runner stops at second. Now here's an easy out with a pair of runners stranded together. Things getting a little messy on the bases. So a man aboard, Jason. The tag, and they got him. And that'll do it. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Garcia in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's too high. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one ripped. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So up next, Jonathan India. In there for strike one.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Next offering is down low.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline.
Line drive. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score easily. Throws to second, and in at second with an RBI double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Loud contact. Leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Perez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a ball line to center. Bellinger makes the grab.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Pasquantino, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That smash towards center. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Michael Massey getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The next pitch misses. The count now 2-2. And that one missing low.
Careful.
India at second with 2 down. Got him swinging. 1 run. Back in the Bronx, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jason Dominguez. Stratton back to work. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Out of here. A solo shot. That's his 7th home run of the series. And they add on. It's 21-13.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Slinging it to first in time. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Leaping, and it's gone. His 4th home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 22-13.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. They go back-to-back. That's his 7th home run of the series. It's 23-13.
Back-to-back home runs.
Base is empty with 2 away. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Into the second deck and gone. It's that ball goodbye. He made him pay for that one. That's his 5th homer in the series. It's 24-13.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Runner takes off. That one blasted deep to right. Renfroe moving back for it. Gone. So he just clears the wall. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And they add a couple. 2 outs, nobody on. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Number 50.
Swing and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So digging in, Jason Dominguez. 1 for 4 with a double. And first offering is fouled off. The big 6th spot already on the board this inning. Last half of inning number 5. Runner on the go. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Diving, makes the grab.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder.
This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Bounce to the left side. And Renfroe is retired. So up next, Kyle Isbell. Just missed. That one catches the corner for a strike. The Royals with a lot of ground to make up. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one not close. And the count is 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that's off the inside edge. And now 3-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 56.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Bellinger sizing it up. And there's 2 away. So a man aboard. Joey Wiemer will hit next. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
1 strike.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. 1 run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And it's through for a hit. Coming home. He will score.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Perez in now, takes ball one off the plate. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Volpe throws to first in time. And they get Perez for the out. And that'll do it. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Top of the order, due up. Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now. Seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
Hauls it in, 1 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Line drive, caught. Aaron Judge at the plate, trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
And Judge spoils that one. Judge waits. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it hits the fence. So a man at first. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. Here goes the runner. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Going back. He makes the grab. And that is that. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we go to the top of the 7th, and now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Vinny Pasquantino. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Goldie takes it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Now it's going to be Michael Massey. And first offering is fouled off. The Yankees up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside. Looked like it was a little bit up. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Renfroe stands in now and watches strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, blocked. Leiter winds and deals. And now 2 balls and a strike. Massey at first, 1 gone. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 7th inning stretch time. The Yankees lead this one 26. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
And that one is lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit. Man at first, Alex Jackson digs in now. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's carrying. Going, gone. He'll touch them all. Third home run of the season. It's 28-16. Paul Goldschmidt now at the plate. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. He's got a double. So man aboard. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Runner breaks for third. Cut on and lifted in the air. It falls in, and that's a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. Man at first, nobody out. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Everything came together perfect.
Now the number 2 hitter, Anthony Volpe.
Now pitching for Kansas City, number 60.
Swinging a foul out of play. Cabrera at third. Dominguez at second. Bellinger on at first with nobody out. Yeah, that's fouled off.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
In the air, right field. Makes the grab. And there's one away.
The right fielder, number
Here
99,
is Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Drilled out towards left center field. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Leiter back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Rolled over to third. Throws across the diamond. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So digging in, Brady McConnell. On the ground to third, Cabrera. Slings to first, 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Joey Wiemer. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Man at first, Alex Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. Nice stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. There's one. On to first. Ow, double play. Just got it there in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Paul Goldschmidt, the next to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first, and they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. New inning getting started, and to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. And that drops in for a strike. Line to left. Dominguez makes the catch. 1 away. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals.
Jonathan India.
And a big swing and a miss.
No ball.
Base
One
is
strike.
empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Reaching down and makes the grab. Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Yankees add another to their winning streak.
This win streak they're on is something else, Boog. I mean, we came here tonight to call this game, and I had a feeling at the outset they were going to add one more win to this run. They keep this play up, I honestly don't know what's going to stop them.
High-scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.